my guy.
Amigo.
Mi amigo.
Hombre.
You won. You win this one.
I was about to say, fuck, I don't know anything else. That's all I know.
I just came up with me, brother, but I already conceded, so I can't come back now. I can't take it back.
No takebacks.
No takebacks, man. Rugrats taught me that much.
What's going on, man?
Oh, not a thing, man. I'm winding down, dog. Well, the day wasn't long. The day was cool. Had a heavy workout. I told you I was getting a headache. I think I'm just dehydrated, man. I think I just sweat too much and didn't put enough water back in my body, but I'm feeling a little better now, man. So, nice, decent shower, man. Got me right. How you feeling, though, brother?
Feeling good, man. I'm excited. I'm excited about doing the show more than I am about this pay-per-view, actually, but...
Bro, you know what's so crazy? Because we, so from September to November, it was almost like we were putting out a show a week, damn near, right?
Yeah.
And it got so it's been damn near a month. I've felt kind of stagnant, in my life.
Yeah. Something's definitely been missing.
Dude, I'm saying, my plate hasn't been I like a big plate, man. I hadn't had any weddings. I got some later this month, but I hadn't had any weddings. We hadn't done a show in close to a month. I was looking forward to this, bro.
In the first week that we didn't have to do a show, I was kind of all right, tight. I get to chill all week, and then after that, I was like, when's the next show?
I'm saying, bro, dude, I missed you, dog.
I missed you too, bro.
I'm saying, dog. And me and you, we're always in touch anyway. But this is different. This is special, man.
Oh yeah, no, this is a whole. Because I fucking hate talking on the phone. But
right.
This ain't even like talking on the phone, you know?
Not at all, man. This is something different.
So what's up? Anything new?
Oh, man. What has been? So like I say, yeah, I've been feeling kind of stagnant. So I'm trying to find ways to add to my plate. I do have, I got 2 weddings this weekend. One Saturday, one Sunday, which I'll tell you about. I got another wedding the week after, so that's picking up a little bit. December is slow. People don't just get married in December. But yeah, so at my gym, I had been, of course, membership. There's a class that I'd always take, like a little HIIT training class, right? Body works plus abs and stuff, which is the one I took tonight. But I've been trying to expand, you know what I mean? Trying to do more things.
Yeah.
I did my first spin class yesterday.
Spin class? What the fuck is that?
Spin class is the exercise bike class.
Okay. So you go back and forth from exercise to bike?
Well, I lifted a little bit just to get warm. But yeah, it was different gears, different speeds, different RPMs they want you at. I didn't diss spinning class. I know some people who would and who did. I didn't diss it, but I just was like, nah, I'm cool, man. I'm cool on them bikes, man. Spin class ain't no bitch, dog.
He's up in there with Kenny Blanks?
Bruh, spin class ain't no hoe. I'm in there, right? And of course, I'm rolling with people who be in this class, right? And so I look at myself, and I'm vain. I like myself, but looking at me, you could tell, I work out, right? Just the facts of it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm the most physically fit guy. I'm not saying I'm a fitness guru. I'm not saying I'm a gym rat. I'm more of like a gym mouse, but like a big gym mouse. But
mouse.
Yo, but there's people in there who you could tell don't be in there like that. They was killing me, dog. They was killing me on them bikes, dog. I'm watching everybody standing up, getting it, and I'm like, yo, why am I sitting down? Why can't I stand up?
And they were showing you the ropes.
Bruh, they threw me off the ropes. They came off the top rope. They even hit me with some middle rope jams, man. Yeah, right. Right. Hell yeah, man. But there was one other thing I've been trying. So I did the spin class for the first time. I've had a few homegirls tell me that yoga is the wave. So your boy's a yogi master now, dog. I've been yogiing. I went to yoga twice, so I'm like a master now. I got it down pat.
So let's say you're a fucking master.
I'm a master now, bro.
Jedi.
I'm saying. Been twice. And I got it down pat. You know, like, again, you go to these classes thinking, like, okay, you're in some kind of decent shape. I went in that motherfucker thinking, you know, yeah, I'm flexible. I could touch my toes if I need to. You know, if I can stretch. Yoga ain't no bitch neither, dog.
DDP's up on that yoga shit. He's got his own videos.
I've definitely thought about downloading the app, bro. Like, I was in that class. Like, you're supposed to try to, like, block everything out of your mind, right? They got the music playing. They got your breathing down pat. I'm in there like, yo.
DDP.
I bet DDP really does kill this shit. Like, I'm in yoga thinking about a pro wrestler from the late 90s and his yoga routines.
Is that shit true? Like, fucking motherfuckers up in yoga if you ripping ass the whole time?
Bruh. So, I'm glad you asked that. So, I'm glad you said that because, of course, it's my first time. And you're stretching in ways you're not used to stretching, but it just opens you up. I popped one out at the end. It wasn't like a long drawn out jump, but it was just quick.
Little squeaker.
Just quick. No, not even squeak. Just a quick little pop. Just quick little pop. You know what I'm saying? But I felt okay because Grand Theft Auto 5 taught me that's cool. That's okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, shit, if Michael Townsley can do it, he's murder. He murdered cats.
Yeah.
I ain't murder nobody. I ain't get away with a little pop. Like, it wasn't drawn out. Nobody laughed. Like, there was only like 6 of us. I guess it's the class that's not as populated as the other class. Only like 6 of us. Some real mature people. You know what I'm saying? I popped one out. It wasn't too loud, but you could tell. You know what I'm saying?
You letting them rip.
That motherfucker.
Letting all the air out.
I'm saying, it was cool, man. I told, I think I forgot who I told about, but I told my guy about it. You know, I've been on this. I've mentioned it mad times. No new male friends.
Yeah.
I told my guy about it, and he was like, he goes, you know, it sounds cool, but if yoga wasn't so gay, I'd probably try it.
See?
I said, did you just call stretching gay?
I think there's just like a stigma around it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
dude.
But I don't know, I mean, DDP does it, Stone Cold does it.
Bro, and ain't nobody gonna call DDP or Stone Cold soft. Ain't gonna call them soft. Also used to bleed buckets. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, this is the world we're in now. And I wouldn't even say now. Because to be honest, like, even all the classes I've been taking, the spin class had the most guys in it, right?
Yeah.
The class I usually take, the one I took tonight, at most there's 3 dudes. But most of the time, I'm the guy. I'm the only dude. That's fine. I'm very secure. This is not like, look, this is not soft stuff. Like, no. Dudes be in there, and yeah, look, it ain't soft. It ain't soft. It's taught by a woman. It's made, it's not soft. But yoga especially has this, I guess, this connotation to it. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe just because of sitcoms. But, like, my guy really called stretching gay.
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not surprised. You know, I don't even know the dude. But, like, I feel like, I know some motherfuckers, but, like, yeah, I'm taking yoga, but, like, gay.
Right. Like, bruh, that's wild to me.
Stretch, bro.
That's wild to me. I got a group chat, and I told the group chat, and I was very surprised. It was very refreshing. And one of my guys was like, "Yeah, man, I've been on the yoga way for like a year. Like, it's good for you."
Didn't tell nobody.
Yeah, right. He didn't tell nobody. That's funny. He didn't tell nobody. He waited for somebody else to be like, "Yo, yoga." Yep. Yeah, man, been doing it for a year, bro.
First one to tell y'all. So.
I'm saying, man, that's crazy. That is wild, man. What you been on though, man? What's been new with you, Brody, in this little hiatus?
No, I haven't been up to too much, really. Just holiday shit. Ready for it to be over with. Going back to the village here next weekend.
Yeah. What's happening?
Shit, man. I haven't been able to go back home for Christmas since I probably left to go to Carbondale.
Oh,
so
word. Okay.
I'm gonna go back up there until like Sunday.
You you still got family up there? Or you just seeing some friends?
I got tons of family up there. I consider all them family.
Oh yeah, okay. I feel you. I feel you.
But then you get the fools down here.
I
got like one or two cousins that like I talk to.
Yeah.
But, like I don't hit them up after work. But, like, hey, what's up? You know, none of that shit. Been down here for like 4 or 5 years, and I've probably only hung out with my family like maybe 5 times.
Yeah.
Just 5 years.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Yeah.
But no, it's fucking. I mean, Christmas on a Tuesday this year. I'm always off on Monday.
Oh, so you said.
Yeah, I'm good. And then same thing for New Year's. I'm trying to figure out something for New Year's to do.
I do need New Year's plans, and I actually think in a wild ass way, I might actually have a 3-day weekend for Christmas. I can't believe it. Like, I'm usually off Tuesdays. I'm off Tuesdays and Sundays. So that's the 23rd and the 25th. But I think they're actually giving us Christmas Eve off, which I can't believe, because we work on Labor Day. We work on Memorial Day. We work all the fucking, we work them all.
Oh, yeah. I know how that is.
You know what I'm saying? So I might actually have a 3-day weekend. I need to actually figure out what I'm going to do with myself. That's crazy.
One of the possibilities for New Year's for me is actually your neck of the woods.
Really?
Yeah, one of my buddies called me. You know Nate. He lives over there. Yeah.
Okay, I'll blur that last name out.
He just got a new house over there.
Okay.
So.
You know Max is over here too.
Yeah, he might be home for Christmas. Squeak's back.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Okay. What, living there or?
Yeah, he's back living there. Yeah.
Really? Okay. That's what's up.
He didn't want me to tell anybody, but this was a while ago. I mean, he's been back for a while now, so I figured it's no biggie.
Yeah, and I had seen social media. I didn't know he was back living. I thought he was just visiting, but that's what's up. What's up.
Yup, he's already got a job and shit back home, and fuck, I couldn't even tell you the last time I seen that dude. So I'm pretty excited.
No. I think the last time I seen him was like a Halloween party before he left, and he had like some new lady friend with him. I ain't seen the boy in a while.
Yeah. Are you gonna be over there? Are you gonna be in where you're at now, or are you gonna go back to the village?
I don't know, man. If I have this 3-day weekend, there's a couple other things I'm looking to land in place, which I could tell you off air. That's the main thing. If I can get that first thing landed, I might just go on a world tour.
Yeah.
And I got days so I can go see people I ain't seen in a while. I've been in the same room with in a while, so I imagine I can make that move.
That's why I'm excited to go back home for Christmas. Fuck, there's gonna be a ton of people home.
Yeah, true. That's what's up, man.
I'm still kind of reeling from our loss. From the hombre we lost.
Speak on it.
Black Lung, R.I.P.
Oh man, dude. I don't want to give no spoilers, man, but
I know we gotta talk about it,
bruh. Like, okay, if y'all look for the listener, if you ain't finished Red Dead Redemption, just fast forward like 2, 3, 4 minutes. Motherfucker shot my horse.
I knew right then and there. I was like, "Fuck, he's definitely gonna die now."
A wrap, bruh.
Like, I already had like an idea that he was gonna die, just because like he's such a good character and like
yeah, and
he's doing all he
was getting worse and worse.
Yeah, and like, fuck, man, like, fuck.
It built up just so hectic, like the way. When they had the argument, when it was when like the whole camp was riding, and they had the argument, I'm like, dude, this is getting really heavy. This is getting heavy. We had the big, because I read up on it. There's 4 potential endings, all kind of based on based on if you go help John or if you go get the money, and also based on your honor rating.
Okay.
So us being honorable dudes, we saw the ending we saw. But damn, man, like he's laying there, can barely speak. Dog, it was it was real.
Like after we go and fucking rescue fucking Abigail too, and then when you're riding back and they're starting to play that music too, it's like fuck.
Oh, bruh, bruh. I'm glad you said
they
that.
start playing that Willie Nelson song, "Crazy World" or whatever, "Cruel World." It's like, fuck, man.
They, and it's so subtle. Because usually, like at first, you kind of don't notice because it's always just the clumps of the horse. But then you notice the song is playing, and you're like, yo, you can't hear anything else. There ain't nothing else in the road, like no people to meet, just the song.
All the flashbacks and shit. It's like, dude, this is heavy.
It was heavy. It was heavy.
They hit it out of the fucking park with this one.
They did, bro. They did. I haven't finished the epilogue yet. I kind of want to take some time and go fuck some shit up, man. Maybe do some of the stuff I couldn't do before, like maybe find some premium cigarette cards and shoot up some gang hideouts or something.
Bro, my guy in LA, he got it 100% done.
Like, what, the story or the whole game?
Whole fucking game.
He ain't got a job?
No, he does. He does, but it's like mostly he's like on call.
Okay,
like, he's on call for like whenever like a shooting happens or something. He's got to go fuck with it. He's not a cop. Like I would like but yeah, he got that bitch 100% done.
Damn, dude, that's a lot of animals and herbs and hideouts and
fish,
cigarette cards, fish, bruh. I commend him.
I kind of wanted. I'm gonna replay that whole fucking game though, because I am just gonna be bad as hell now. This next go around.
I feel you. You gotta do it the wrong way to see how it feels.
Gotta do all the right the wrong way.
Oh my god, man, that is what's up, Brody. That is what's up. Anything else happening new in your life, man? I'm trying to remember if I got anything going, man, that I can speak about on the air. Yeah, that's kind of it, man.
Can't.
Yeah, that's kind of it, man. I was looking at the, I'll start it this way. Welcome to the Hard Camera, episode 24. I am your guy, Juve. That is the boy, Big Ren, the legendary, and together we are the Head Shrinkers. Big Ren, tell them how they can reach you on the social medias.
Okay. Getting a drink there. Alright, you guys can find me on, let's run down the social medias that I got. You guys can find me on Instagram at amoffucka. You can find me on Snapchat at moffedup316. You can also find me on Twitter at KingMoff.
Yes, sir. Reach me on Twitter at JuviDesayuno, JuviDesayuno. The Instagrams as well, JuviDesayuno, JuviDesayuno. The crack Twitter staff on behalf of the archive and the hard camera. That is Mixcloud Juvie on Twitter. They'll give you the live updates, the witticism, the whatnot, and the what have you. And as well, go check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/Juve. You get a little bit of more insight, a little of this, a little of that, a little bit of all of it. Yee. Where I was going with that, I looked at the subtitle of episode 23 as I was getting as I was getting ready to record tonight. The subtitle was Filibuster. Where, for those not to know, a filibuster, the term comes from, let's say, a bill is up for vote in Congress. A congressman, in order to delay the vote, can filibuster, meaning talk and talk and talk about something or nothing at all just to kill some time. I've heard instances, examples of people just reading the phone book, any kind of ridiculousness. This TLC card, while dope looking on paper, as most of them tend to be, top heavy as it looks, the build to it, I think, it's going to need a lot of filibustering.
Bro. It's been a real rough, long build for these past couple weeks now.
Well, shit, since the fall started, but even with TLC, yeah, this last month has been rough. You know what? Let's go right to the card, because I believe a lot of the card we can kind of touch on the Raw and SmackDown build up just by going to each match. So let's start with, it's a huge card. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 matches on this card. I figure something will probably be on the pre-show, the kickoff show, I should say. If I were looking at this, what's that?
It'll probably be the mixed match challenge.
That's where I was going to go. That's where I was going to go first. We've given no love to the mixed match challenge, to be quite honest.
Facts.
I mean, I saw a part of it live as documented on a few episodes back. But I mean, the mixed match challenge has actually been kind of cursed. It's been very cursed this season with a lot of injuries and replacements. Finn Balor is sick. Kevin Owens is injured. AJ Styles just left. A lot of changes, a lot of things that kind of just affected it. But let's go into this match, the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge. The winners get the number 30 slot in the men's and women's Royal Rumbles, respectively. We've got Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox versus the Fabulous Truth of R-Truth and Carmella.
Well, I'll go ahead and start this one off.
Well,
I'm gonna go. Well, hell. Well, hell, I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Fabulous Truth on this one.
What gets you there? What brought you to that conclusion?
And might be a dumb reason to pick them, but I think they're more liked.
Yeah.
By the crowd.
Yeah.
And Jinder and Alicia, they really haven't done too much. They maybe came out a couple times,
right? But
it hasn't really done anything for them.
Yeah.
As much as the Fabulous Truth comes out, and I'm not a big fan of the dance party shit, but it's working for them.
It is working. They're not a unit like Fabulous Truth is, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm going with Fabulous Truth as well. For one, just to give a happy ending to the Mixed Match Challenge. For two, you come to the Royal Rumble, and it's number 30. R-Truth, I guess I've never really been an R-Truth guy, but his whole like oblivious thing, where he just doesn't get what's going on, is entertaining.
Oh yeah.
And now they've added the dance break to their shtick. I could see some creative dance breaks happening in the Royal Rumble via the number 30 entrance, R-Truth and Carmella. And plus, as well, we believe it's going to be on the kickoff show. It'd be a nice happy ending to the kickoff show, ending the Mixed Match Challenge that way. So we're both taking Fabulous Truth. We're starting off strongly, bro. Agreeing already. We're
just going to hate it.
Yeah, right. Not enough fights. Not enough disagreement. I forgot to mention as well an update on our percentages, our prediction percentages. Big Ren, you're sitting at 33 out of 58, correct? 56.89%. Your boy Juve is sitting at 38 out of 58 for 65.51%. I think, if I remember right, we've tied like the last 2 or 3 shows.
It's not our fault, man.
It's not our fault. And I'm not changing nothing to give you no. I ain't changing nothing. Oh man, it's all good, man. Let's go to the Cruiserweight Championship. I'm kind of looking forward to this. I believe it was just announced earlier this week. We've got the rematch between Cedric Alexander and Buddy Murphy. If you remember our Super Showdown show, Buddy Murphy. Super Showdown is where he took the Cruiserweight title from Cedric Alexander in one great match. This is the rematch from the Cruiserweight title match. I'll take this one first. Why not?
Yeah, go for it.
And again, I haven't seen a lot of 205 Live. We admit that readily. I didn't mention this. I should mention this now. I do like the look that 205 Live got this past week with Leo Rush on Raw wrestling Elias and Mustafa Ali wrestling Daniel Bryan. So getting a look there, I like that. It kind of it shows that they are part of the WWE universe and not just relegated to 205 Live. I like that look. At first I had Cedric Alexander taking this because while I haven't seen 205 Live, I'm vaguely familiar with Cedric Alexander's storyline in the sense that he felt a little bit lost after losing the Cruiserweight title. He went back to the Performance Center to train. He had a brief feud with Leo Rush. That match I did see, which I really liked. So part of me thought, okay, redemption story. He can win this title, and then maybe Leo Rush finally takes it to get his win back, and they can continue there. But I don't know why. I was just like, nah. I ain't rolling. Buddy Murphy's still fresh as champion, and I feel like there are places that they can still go. So I'm gonna go with a title defense, man. Buddy Murphy retains in another barn burner. And on this card, like I said, it looks like a great card for the most part. This has potential to steal the show as 205 Live tends to. What you thinking, Brody?
I agree with 100% with everything you just said right there.
Yeah.
How fucking tight would that be though, too? If what you first said that Cedric Alexander wins and then goes on to fight Leo Rush, and Leo Rush wins, and they'll have the 205 belts on Monday Night Raw.
On Raw, which is a great look. Like, I gotta commend how they're using Leo Rush. Leo Rush is the most used superstar between his 205 Live and Raw duties. He would be a great guy to bring that title to Raw and let them see it. We haven't seen the Cruiserweight title on Raw since the Enzo days, as bleak as those days were. So to put it around Leo Rush, yeah. Say that again.
Enzo, that fucking goon.
I was very proud of us for not mentioning it, even though I think part of us just forgot how he crashed Survivor Series. That was so trash.
Bro, like, what the fuck is he thinking?
So trash, dude. Golly,
but yeah,
man.
I'm gonna go with Buddy on this one.
Yeah,
go Buddy.
Hey, buddy.
I'm gonna go.
I gotta salute Buddy Murphy too. We've talked about it before, how he's part of the Blake and Murphy tag team in NXT. How he was kind of a forgotten son. And then he shed the weight to get an opportunity at 205 Live, and he's out here being the juggernaut. Whereas Wesley Blake, I mean, he's figuring it out.
Figuring it out.
He's a forgotten son, but he'll be back. He's coming back.
I'm still like a couple episodes behind on NXT. I think it's like 3 episodes now.
Hey,
Fuck.
you know, NXT. Let's move to. Yeah, let's take it in a row, man. Let's go with the table match. We've got Natalya versus Ruby Riott. How you see this one going, man?
See, this one at first, like this is kind of a tough one, just because like all they've built this one a little bit with everything that's been going on with Ruby Riott and Natalya, and how Ruby Riott's been disrespecting Natalya's dad and shit like that. And like at first I picked Natalya. Mm-hmm. Then after that, I was like, it's a triple threat match. I mean, it's not a triple threat match. I'm sorry, no.
Table match.
Tables match, and Ruby Riott has a squad.
She does have some backup.
As of right now, Natalya, she ain't got shit but Ronda, and she's already got a match that night.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if they still have that loose association between Natalya and Sasha and Bayley, but it hasn't been mentioned. But yeah, Ruby's squad is a squad. Keep going.
Yeah, and so I think this is going to, like, unfortunately, I think it's going to be I think it's going to be a quick match just because Ruby's got more backup than Natalya, which I'm hoping I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong on this one, but I'm going to go with Ruby on it.
Okay. Going with the Ruby Riott pick. I'm going to go with Natalya for a couple reasons. For one, I just think they need a happy ending to this storyline. Like, Ruby Riott, kudos to Natalya for being able to comfortably use her father in this storyline. The late Jim Neidhart. Kudos to Ruby Riott for having the type of character that would do something like this. Use her father in this manner. But yeah, I think they need the happy ending. I don't think you can just keep talking about a fallen legend and someone's father that way without getting your comeuppance, for one. And for two, every time we get a glimmer of hope that the Riott Squad might be something,
they get shit on.
Super Showdown, the Raw after Super Showdown. They had a great match at Evolution, a really solid match at Evolution. They still lost. Every time we get a chance to see that they might be something, they get shunted. So I'm going to go with Natalya for those two reasons. I find it really hard. I know I'm not the only one. I know this is like fake delicate because of the storyline. But for the longest, and if you go back in the archives, the listeners will hear, I find it really hard to care about Natalya.
Yeah, because like there's not like well hold on. Well, there's a lot that's there's a lot that's happened this year though too.
Yeah.
With her, I mean, not
personally,
not yeah, personally, exactly. Yeah. And I mean, like I feel that could be a hard reason to. I mean, and I don't know. It's kind of a double-edged sword. I'm about to say, but it's kind of hard to give a shit about her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know,
because
there's
so much going on, but they couldn't. You need time whenever heavy duty shit like that actually happens, like real life shit.
Absolutely.
You know,
I definitely. But
like, I agree with you on what you said on past archives. Yeah, no, 100%, because they haven't been able to do anything with her, and she's just been there, kind of.
And I want to take it outside of the personal aspect too, like, and this may have actually been maybe a year ago, but that I forget when exactly she turned heel. She turned heel, and it feels like it wasn't too long ago. Maybe that's just how I feel about the booking, but she turned babyface with no real explanation, no real motivation. So character-wise, she's just been kind of floundering. It's not that I don't want to call her charisma less, but she is somewhat charisma free. I feel like her entire hook doesn't have anything to do with who she is as a person. I feel like her entire hook is, hey, I'm a Hart family member.
That's it.
And you can use that, but you got to build off that. And I'm not sure that that's been built off of.
They're pulling a Big Show.
Crying in the car.
Yeah. I mean, you're good one day, and then the next week you're a bad guy.
Yeah. No
fucking reason.
So, and even with Big Show, he's built enough of a legacy. He has moments where, like, it's conceivably believable. They got him wherever they want him, but, like, Natalya doesn't have that same cachet to me, to where she has career moments that stand out.
I can see what you're saying.
So, I do think she takes this victory and stands tall in the name of the Hart family.
I hope she does. But,
yeah.
But hell.
But hell, bud.
You don't know how many times people say that down here. Yeah. Oh, hell. Well, hell, bud.
I believe it. I've been down there. Down in White County. White
County.
White County. I did a wedding in a place called Brown County. It was very similar to White County. I'll just leave it like that.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Let's go to, if they give this time, I think this could be really, really fun. Drew McIntyre versus Finn Balor.
Have we heard any updates on Finn?
Finn, storyline-wise, they said he wasn't on Raw because Drew McIntyre just gave him the blues. Put them beats on him. I believe Finn was actually just sick. He was just sick, is what I saw. I don't like to be like the whole, like, I heard kind of guy. I heard. But
but no. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely. In this case, so I believe he just came down with some kind of illness that held him back from performing for the last week or so. He should be good to go for TLC. Good enough to take a Claymore to the face. I'm going with Drew McIntyre. I'm going with Drew as well, and it sucks because this is one of the matches they tried to build on, and it just kind of fell through. Like, it just didn't really go anywhere. I felt like he whipped Finn's ass one night, and then Finn came and fucked that match up for him when he was fighting Ziggler. Right.
Ziggler got the win, and then after that, it was just like, well, you guys are fighting TLC now, so
yeah, right. And I feel like it's. I've been very loud about my affinity for Finn Balor, right?
Oh yeah.
And believing that he deserves more, that he can be so much more. That injury at SummerSlam really derailed him, but I mean that was 2+ years ago. But Drew McIntyre, for one, look, he has the look, the marketability.
He can talk.
You believe him. Look, that boy is next, and he been next, and we've been talking about for a while. He's got the rocket strapped to him, and this is just another step on the way to wherever he's going for 2019. Drew McIntyre is going to have a huge 2019. Huge. Go ahead.
Ziggler doesn't have a match this one.
He does not.
So, I mean, there's always a possibility for shenanigans. I mean, we both just gave our picks.
Yeah. There is definitely that possibility. There is, especially after the Monday Night Raw match they had. That's actually where I was leading to next, that I feel like I'm a little disappointed that the Ziggler-McIntyre breakup wasn't a little more fleshed out.
Yeah, because, I mean, that could be a fucking feud. That could be a great fucking feud right there.
Yeah. And you made the point that Ziggler's still available to do something, so maybe they continue it from there. But getting there,
still continue it from there.
They can.
From right here.
They can. I think I just rather it been a little more drawn out. Like, earlier in the year, we made a comparison. Is Drew McIntyre Diesel or is he Sid Vicious? Neither. They just broke up. So I guess in this case he'd be Sid because he went heel versus Dolph Ziggler's somewhat babyface turn. He's kind of a babyface by default in this sense. So I guess the answer is Sid, but I feel like they could have just did a little more with the actual breakup. The feud going forward, there's potential there, but the actual breakup, I thought they could do a little more.
See, I got a little maybe a little idea of like possibility. I don't know of what could happen on Sunday. Check this shit out. I just thought of it since we were talking about Ziggler.
Hit me.
Ziggler comes out and tries to fuck the match up, and it fucks up Drew McIntyre for a little bit, but he still comes out on top in the end. And it's like, you really want to try to fuck me like this? And then boom, we get their little feud.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. Oh.
I know Ziggler ain't just go
but then
quietly.
But very fucking Finn.
Yeah. Well, hell, they don't give a shit about Finn. They don't. I mean, they barely give a shit about most of the roster, to be quite honest. The brand, and this has been the
they give a shit about Baron Corbin, or they give a fuck about Finn.
They definitely give a shit about Baron Corbin. We'll get to the Baron Corbin analysis here in a little bit. What I was gonna say, I think that's another reason why the Attitude Era is so beloved, right? Yeah, you had the certain angles, the salacious material, the TNA, the violence, but at that time, you could argue that there were certain superstars who were synonymous with WWF, bigger than the brand to an extent, right? Steve Austin, The Rock, The Undertaker, Triple H to an extent. I believe Triple H's legacy is going to be more in NXT more than his actual in-ring career. But certain names were bigger than wrestling itself. Whereas now, you can't say that. You can't say that. The brand is bigger than any specific person, which is great for the WWE brand because they know people are going to keep coming back. But they're not giving them anything to truly latch on to.
100% agree on that.
You know? So, we'll see where 2019 takes us, especially with this new Fox deal. I know it's for SmackDown, but there will be a brand shakeup after WrestleMania, I imagine. That's never more needed than right now.
Fuck, dude, how many people do we have injured right now?
Oh, man. What, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are still gone. Roman Reigns is out. John Cena hasn't been seen in a while. AJ just hasn't really been on TV like that. Man, yeah. Between injuries and just the booking itself, no one sticks out like that. LeBron Strowman.
Yeah, no, it's
with his start-stop booking, like, yeah, I don't know. So we're both going with the Drew McIntyre. Let's go to... I'm really looking forward to this one. If they can give this one time, too, I'm really looking forward to this one. For the SmackDown Tag Team titles, a triple threat tag team match. We've got The Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus, versus the Usos, versus the New Day. Big Ren, talk me through it.
Man, this one, it's gonna be this. Yeah, like you said, if they give this one the time,
son,
this to the night,
son.
Because anytime the Usos and the New Day are going at it,
absolutely.
Fuck out here, they're gonna kill it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you add in The Bar, like Cesaro and Sheamus can go with anybody.
Yeah, they really can.
With anyone.
And I mean, the whole thing with, like, yeah, just having all three of these teams in one fight. Yeah, no, yeah, we're gonna see some fucking fun,
absolutely.
Good wrestling. I'm trying to think. Hold on, go. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just trying to think, like, because this one, I've got my pick, but I'm still just kind of on, like, I don't know, on pins and needles with this one. So, like, really, if I want to make this pick.
Yeah. I was gonna say, tell me what you thought about the rap battle.
I thought it was a shitty filler.
Yeah.
And it took away from the momentum of the whole show.
Yeah.
On Tuesday.
Right.
And there was only two things wrong with SmackDown on Tuesday, and there was the rap battle and the Miz and Shane McMahon shit. That was the only two things that was wrong with SmackDown.
Yeah, I hear you.
Everything else was great.
I hear you. Yeah, no
But,
doubt.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It just seemed the rap battle. It just seemed too forced.
Yeah. So you know me, man. I love jokes. I be laughing. But I also, my style of comedy, I think I like a little more cerebral comedy to an extent. I love Dave Chappelle. I love Patrice O'Neal. Rest easy. I don't really like clown shit.
No.
Like, I don't think Kevin Hart is that funny.
Kevin Hart is, yeah.
I don't think Marlon Wayans is funny. That and that's stand up comedy. Though that's the difference between artistry and clown shit, right?
Yeah.
But I can also, I do have the ability to separate myself from an analysis, to understand what they were going for, to understand what the audience is supposed to be. Damn, that rap battle was trash. Like,
bro, it was bad.
Yeah, and I get the idea of Cesaro and Sheamus. They're out of their element, but
they went way out of their
out of their element. I just feel like the characters Cesaro and Sheamus wouldn't really be doing that. Like, I don't know.
And even if they were to be actually doing it, these motherfuckers, no hate on Run DMC or anything, but they wouldn't be doing it like that.
The Vanilla Ice throwback.
Yeah, the
whole thing. I get it. They wanted to show another comedic side to Cesaro and Sheamus, and it wasn't meant for me.
Who the fuck it was meant for?
I feel like it wasn't meant for anybody older than 12. Like, you had to be. But see, anybody younger than 12, they're not gonna get no Vanilla Ice references.
No, fuck, dude. I mean, half these kids that are 21, 20 years old wouldn't fucking get it either.
I'm saying, so to be so corny and over the top corny for that crowd, like, you can't make Vanilla Ice references. Yeah, basically what we said. You can't make Vanilla Ice references because the only people who would get that wouldn't appreciate what they did because it was that corny.
Yeah.
And I feel like it also lacked of course it lacked the intensity, but the Usos, they were going to kill it anyway. But I feel like turnbuckle jokes
since day one.
What's that?
Since day one.
I'm saying, right? But I feel like turnbuckle comments and mohawk jokes, it don't, they had to do it. They had to be there. But yeah, I completely agree. It interrupted the flow of the show. It kind of lessened the potential of this rivalry, the heat of this rivalry.
That's why it's making it so hard to pick.
Yo, man. I do have my pick. What you thinking, Brody?
I'm going with the bar.
You going with the bar?
Yeah.
I too am going with the bar. Only because they're the freshest option. New Day, I feel like, hasn't really done anything since their feud with the Usos.
They've done more commentating than they've done anything else.
Right. Like, they haven't done too much since their feud with the Usos. The Usos were champions leading into WrestleMania. I love the Usos. I'd be happy if they did win. I just don't know where you can go. And again, to be quite honest, I don't know where you can go with the bar either, but I do feel like they're the freshest option. If anything has legs, maybe they have something in mind. If there are any legs, it'd be underneath the bar, and we can see where they go next. So I'm expecting a barn burner.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
I wonder who's gonna be wrestling for the New Day.
Huh? Yeah, true. I'll go Big E and Xavier just for fun.
That's too, yeah. Me too. That's what I was fucking gonna go with.
I don't know why, just for fun.
Here we go, agreeing on shit again.
I'm saying, dude, we've split on one, and that's the table match. Let's try this one. I think this one we can split on because I'm not sure I even have my pick yet. Let's go with. So we had the table match. Let's go with the ladder match. Elias's guitar. Gonna be hanging from the rafters. we've got Elias versus the almighty Bobby Lashley. Before we go any further, does everybody just have to have a really shitty nickname?
What do you mean?
The almighty Bobby Lashley? What?
Oh, I didn't even know that was his new deal.
Yeah. For the last maybe 2-3 weeks.
Straight up, I'm looking at my picks right now.
You said what?
Straight up, I'm looking at my picks right now. I didn't make a pick for this one yet.
I'm 50-50 on it because, and maybe just us talking about it, we'll figure it out. But so on one hand, it's Elias's guitar, right?
Yeah.
So story would dictate the happy ending of him getting his guitar back. And it also is a way that he can beat Bobby Lashley without actually pinning Bobby Lashley.
Very true.
On the other end, Bobby Lashley, the best part about Bobby Lashley's act is Lio Rush.
Bingo.
It ain't Bobby, right? And if Bobby is going to be this star that they want him to be, which he hasn't been, he has to win matches. And on top of that, he's going to have Lio Rush with him. So for him to lose when Lio Rush can get involved at any time, unless Elias finds some kind of way to negate the Lio Rush presence, which is entirely possible, he looks like a goof if he doesn't win in a no disqualification match, right?
Very true.
So I'm 50-50. The idea of these two huge dudes in a ladder match, this could be rough. This could be rough.
Somebody might be injured after this motherfucker.
I'm saying this could be rough, dude.
Yeah, no, I got my pick now. Yep.
Don't say it just yet, because I want to make sure I come to a conclusion before, and I don't want to be swayed. Damn, dude, Bobby Lashley should win. You know what? I'm gonna count to 3. On 3, we'll just both say our picks. How about that?
All right.
1, 2, 3. Elias.
Bobby.
There we go. There we go. We split.
I'm going with Bobby just because Lio Rush is there. Yo, I mean, what if Lio climbs up there and grabs the fucking guitar and gives it to fucking Bobby?
Yeah, true. True.
Because he's a little tiny guy. He can climb up that motherfucker really fast. I mean, acting like it's hard to climb a ladder, you know, but...
With ease. You know? Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know why, just because it's his guitar, so I'm going to go with it.
What if Bobby accidentally cracked Lio with the guitar?
Right.
I mean, what are they going to do, pull out another guitar?
Shit, he probably got mad stashes.
I hope.
Oh, man. So we split up on that one. I like it. Let's see where we can go next. Let's go with... Well, we had the table match. We had the ladder match. Let's go with the chairs match. Randall Keith versus Raymond Mysterio. Talk me through it, man.
Well, for as much disrespect Rey Mysterio has been getting lately, I gotta go with Raymond.
Going with Raymond.
Yeah, just because he's been getting fucked with so hard lately.
Yeah.
I mean, motherfucker, Randall ripped his mask off.
He did.
And, I mean,
he has been mad flagrant, hasn't he?
Yeah, like, I mean, he's been pissed off for a while.
Yeah.
For some unnecessary reasons. Like,
disgruntled veteran Randall Keith.
Man, that's it right there.
That's it.
But what do they do with Rey Mysterio if he loses? I mean,
I don't know. See, and that's the good part of it. The timing of this. The Rumble's coming up next.
True.
So everybody's going to be busy in some way, form, or fashion. There's not going to be too many actual rivalries leading up into the Rumble. I mean, yeah, just to tell some extra stories within the Rumble, but they can stretch the rivalries to go elsewhere, go other places. So if if he loses, which I have him losing. I have Randall Keith winning this match.
Okay.
Did they
Split
brawl
again?
Yeah, no doubt. Did they brawl on SmackDown? Didn't they brawl this past SmackDown?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Who won?
My fucking DVR fucked up. Well, I mean, it was like, I'm pretty sure Randall Keith came out on top.
Okay.
But like my DVR fucked up and I missed that part of the match. Well, not the match, but just the scuffle.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure Randall Keith came out on top.
I feel you. Okay. And I'm not sure who did either. So, damn, conventional logic would say that Rey Mysterio wins. Maybe he does pull out like a goddamn springboard senton leg drop with a chair on Randall Keith's face or something. I don't know. I feel like the sadistic nature of who Randall Keith is with a weapon in his hand. I'm going to go with Randall Keith, man. He pulls an RKO out of somewhere dope. I think we'll get some cool spots with the chairs, but...
And it's even hard for me to even say that he's going to win, like, Raymond's going to win this one just because the fact that he doesn't get that crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
with
right,
weapons
right.
and stuff like that. I mean, fuck, dude, maybe he'll set up a fucking chair in the ropes, hit a 619, and
could be fire.
Chair.
Could be fire, yeah. I definitely think this is the match where it's like we get to be reminded that Ray can go there, but Randall Keith just be there.
Yeah. Randall's always there.
He just be there.
Raymond can go there. Randall's always gonna be there.
Yeah, he lives there. It's the house that Randall Keith built.
Yeah, that's his neighborhood.
Right, you know what I'm saying? The other side of the tracks. Damn, we still got a lot more of the card left than I even imagined.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go with... Hell, let's get out of the way, man. The Raw Women's Championship. Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax.
This is a straight-up match, too, isn't it?
Yep, one-on-one match. I was going to say, at least, you know... I was going to say, try to give us some kind of analysis. We don't really need it. Nia Jax is bad.
Yeah, she is. Yo, what was that shit that Ember Moon's husband said? I hope my wife doesn't get hurt by this moron.
Yeah,
on Twitter.
Yeah. I don't need him to say anything else or do anything else. I was already tight.
I know. But
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's thinking.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Yeah. I was already tight at Ember Moon, and that's how she got the Code Red Mountain Dew nickname, because her now husband walked out to the ring in a shirt that said King of the Black Woman. I'm like, yo. Take your Mountain Dew, your Surge, and your fucking Halo convention, and get off my screen. Get off my screen with your LAN party.
Hey,
But
hey, Halo was gay.
oh my god, Master Chief. Oh man, unbelievable. So yeah, we're going with Ronda, Hot Ronda, Rowdy Ronda. She'll find a way to negate the Tamina interference. Again, I think that's just another tag team for the eventual Raw Tag Team Championship. Thinking out loud, maybe they unveil that at WrestleMania instead of like the Battle Royal. They do the Women's Tag Team Championship, like a tournament, and it all. I'd be down for that, especially with the controversy last year of Fabulous Moolah, where they had to change the name of it. Did you notice the trophy looked like a big vagina, like fallopian tubes and everything?
Oh yeah, it did. Yeah,
that's kind of crazy. That's really fucking crazy. And
we know,
man, dude. And we know it did big wonders for Naomi. Wink. So maybe in lieu of a women's battle royal, they do the tag team championships. I don't know. We'll see. We got some time. How Ronda gets him up out of there, man. I don't see Ronda losing until WrestleMania. If she even loses at WrestleMania, the way they book WrestleMania is, to be quite honest, she's definitely holding that title until at least WrestleMania. So
it's coming close, man.
Yeah. I'm looking for the Sasha Banks Ronda Rousey match. Like they've built no women to do anything.
Same. It's been the same four.
Yeah.
Two friends. Yeah.
Well, who else? Ronda, Charlotte, Becky.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That sucks, man. Too, because Evolution was definitely a big turnaround for me.
Yeah.
How I think about the women's division.
Absolutely. Made a great case for pay-per-view of the year. Great case.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, if you guys go back from day one, the first episode, listen to how I talked about the women's division. I didn't really necessarily say anything bad, but I just wasn't. You
weren't fully enthused. Yeah, no doubt. But
now it's like, fuck yeah, I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's go to hit the save button here. We are down to we still got 4 matches left. I am very disappointed with the turn that this feud has taken. We've got, for the Intercontinental Championship, we've got Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. Dean Ambrose.
Match today.
What's that?
They could have made this match today, and we still would have felt the same way.
Dude. Dean Ambrose had the turn of the year.
And then fuck all.
Now he's turned into the guy who says the crowd is diseased. He doesn't want their diseases. He wears a gas mask. This is 2018. The Shield debut, 2012, right? For 6 years, we have been led to believe that Dean Ambrose is this lunatic. What the fuck has he done? No, he's just loony. That's it. He's a Looney Tune.
That's why nobody wants to hang out with him.
Nobody wants to hang out with him. He's the entire Dean Ambrose project, man, just
went down the drain.
Dude, where's the lunatic stuff at? Don't tell me he's a lunatic. Show me he's a lunatic. Do lunatic things.
They're trying to make him, just like you said, just be more loony than an actual lunatic.
Yeah. Like, I read a theory that maybe the Daniel Bryan turn and how good Daniel Bryan has been, which we'll get to him in a bit, that his turn has negated Dean Ambrose's turn. I don't buy that, though.
Fuck that shit.
I don't buy that at all.
No, that's dumb.
A performer,
that's dumb.
It is dumb. A performer is a performer. And maybe it's what he's been given. Yeah, say it again.
They're 2 separate brands, too.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
Yeah. And I'm sure, he's been given certain material to work with, but damn, dude. Like, between the lack of a good promo, a truly good promo in this whole thing, between that, the crutch of Roman Reigns' leukemia diagnosis, how annoyed I've been with Renee Young in this whole thing. Yeah, she's talking more, but the thing is,
she ain't saying shit.
She ain't saying nothing. And she's gotten so exasperated at being asked about it. Like, why wouldn't people ask you?
Yeah, like you live with the guy.
Yeah, like for one, you're his wife. You're his wife, for one. For two, you're a color commentator. A couple weeks back, Corey Graves, I texted you about it. Corey Graves had to bite his tongue from saying, "Do your fucking job."
Yeah.
Like,
dude, back when she first started, fucking, like, I think it was like the first or second night that she commentated.
Yeah.
Like, she was cheering for Finn. And Michael Cole was like, hey, like, she said it straight up. He was like, hey, we do unbiased commentating over here, so.
Right. Dead ass, man. Like.
And all she says is like, oh, man, that hurt. Oh, ouch.
She's still finding her groove, man. She's still finding her groove. As a whole, and I didn't mean to turn this to an analysis of Renee Young, but at least within this storyline, she's added nothing. And I think that may be a drawback for her being in this position. The fact that she's so close but has offered nothing to it. I mean, the catch-22, the conflict of interest. But I mean,
She's definitely got more to say than what she's letting on.
Exactly. Yeah, the fact that she's been so exasperated makes me think that maybe her spot at the table isn't going to be there long. Maybe we get Coach back soon. We get Booker T back soon, and Renee Young will be joining Dean Ambrose here in this fight.
I don't know. Maybe we'll be able to figure some more out then.
Yeah. So tell me what you're thinking, man. Who's taking this one?
I'm going with Rollins.
Okay. Rollins clean.
I mean, I'm picking Rollins clean just because I don't see him stooping to that level. I mean, the golden rule is do whatever it takes, right?
Yeah.
But I don't see him stooping to that level just yet, at least. Right. I see that this feud could go on for a while, but like, fuck, dude.
In theory, it should go on for a while. If that's his best friend and he got turned on that way, it should go on for a while. I still haven't made my choice yet, to be quite honest, because I feel like for one, the Dean Ambrose character is above the Intercontinental title. I feel like this feud is above the Intercontinental title, even though Seth Rollins has been the workhorse for it. I feel like this feud specifically is above the Intercontinental title. To where most of me feels like Dean eventually costs Seth Rollins the Intercontinental title.
He's not going to win it.
But he doesn't win it. I've got an entire theory for where Seth Rollins is going to be at in WrestleMania just based off of his promo on Raw. What I think about the promo, I'm going to say for a little bit later on. But as of today, or as of this past Monday, my initial belief was that AJ Styles wins the Rumble, and AJ Styles transfers to Raw and takes on Brock Lesnar. But now, after Seth's promo, I think Seth is the guy.
Seth is the fucking guy.
I think Seth wins the Rumble. I think Seth goes on to WrestleMania. Whether he wins or not, it's only December. But I think he's the guy. Seth, Brock, WrestleMania. They've got a bit of a backstory to play off on, but now Seth he's a baby face. He's fiery. He burns it down. He's the King Slayer. He's the architect. Now he'll be like the Beastmaster or something. I don't know.
Beastmaster.
Yeah. The thing is, though, I feel like this one can't end clean.
See, yeah, okay, I can agree on that.
Yeah, I feel like this can't end clean, and then we've got the Rumble, which would put off another pay-per-view match, unless they had another match on Raw, which I feel like would be a waste. But then their next match, theoretically, wouldn't be until February. Theoretically, of course. Right. And in between that, I feel like Dean costs Seth the Intercontinental title. If Dean wins clean, that ends the feud, because it proved everything that Dean said to be right. If Seth wins clean, it doesn't necessarily end the feud, because Dean can attack right after and get his heat back. Damn, dog.
That's a tough one, man.
Yeah, it is. So I've got it down to Seth will keep the title. Seth will walk out as the champion. I don't know if he wins clean or if there's a DQ somewhere. Maybe Dean gets DQ'd because he just wants to inflict damage, right?
I can see that happening for sure.
Yeah. This is intriguing, not for the feud itself, but for where the feud can go. Huh.
It's fucking tough.
That is tough. So Seth keeps the title. Dean costs him the title, maybe on a Monday Night Raw. We'll figure out to whom some other time during one of the Intercontinental Challenge, the Intercontinental Open challenges. Huh.
I actually like the idea of Seth. I mean, not Seth, but Dean just going nuts and basically cost himself the title.
Right.
I really like that idea.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Seth. Seth Rollins wins. I guess it doesn't matter if he wins clean or if he wins by DQ. We just have him winning. I think he wins. I think he gets the pin. Not in a definitive way. Like, it won't be like it'll be like a roll up, a small package, something Dean wasn't expecting, and then Dean is gonna get that boy the blues after the match.
I like that too, man. Fuck yeah.
I think that's what happens. Dean does like somewhat lunatic stuff. And gives that boy the blidoos after the match.
He's after the crazy shit, that's for sure.
Yeah. The first incarnation of this feud was so fire because Dean was coming out of nowhere. He was a man possessed, coming out of nowhere, coming through the crowd, murking on Seth Rollins. The way these roles have been reversed has left a lot to be desired, but I'm not gonna give up on it completely. We're down to 3 matches for the WWE Championship. We've got the new Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. Talk me through it, brother.
The new Daniel Bryan, the Wook.
Yeah. The entitled vegan.
I love him. I love the new Daniel Bryan.
He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
Yeah. I love it. You better not fucking drive an SUV if you listen to this fucking podcast.
I'm saying, you ain't big enough for an SUV. Facts.
But I mean, yeah, no, he is fucking doing it, and his character now, man, it reminds me of the Attitude Era, just how he's talking shit about everybody, talking shit about the crowd, talking shit about the fans. Like, he's talking shit about everybody, and he brings it. He's always brought it, and I mean, fuck yeah. I mean, go ahead.
He's taken the best parts of CM Punk's old heel persona and like put his spin on it. So CM Punk was like, he's straight edge, he's better than you, he doesn't drink, doesn't smoke. Daniel Bryan is, hey, I'm a vegan, you're killing the earth, and I'm better than you for it, right?
Yeah.
I really like how he's taken the word fickle and made it the new yes.
I love it.
Yeah, he's stepped into this role 100%. Like, they literally booed Daniel Bryan, which 6 months ago you would have thought would have been impossible. But Daniel Bryan has really, yeah. And I gotta commend Daniel Bryan for real again, because like his entire WWE career has been him pushing through a wall placed in front of him. Like, he was fired for fake choking Justin Roberts when he first got on. He was never supposed to be the guy at WrestleMania 30. He overcame a 3-year retirement from concussions, and still he had a whatever feud with Big Cass. His feud with The Miz, I feel like it's been cut short. They can always come back to that. They don't like each other. No matter what side of the line they're on, they don't like each other. But this new Daniel Bryan has definitely taken the ball and ran with it. I got to salute him for being able to overcome literally everything that's been thrown at him in his WWE career. With that said, where's AJ Styles been, man?
Bro, he's been sitting in the house down in Georgia.
Kicking it, man. Making sure Samoa Joe don't bust in.
Yo, 5.
I swear. Samoa Joe out here not even worried about Duke no more, man. He's like, nah, you never know. You never know, dog.
Joe's just talking shit about Jeff Hardy for drinking too much.
I'm saying, bro. Ain't nobody breaking his redneck.
Damn, yeah, that was funny.
That's funny as shit. That is funny as shit, man. So I think it's safe.
Okay, yeah. How can we just agree when we both think the same shit?
Right, bro. Oh my god, dude. Oh shoot. So I think it's safe to assume that we both have Daniel Bryan winning this match.
Correct.
Where does AJ Styles go from here?
I mean, he's about to lose his house. I mean, fuck, dude. Where does AJ Styles go from here? That's the Rumble, man.
Yeah, you know what? Because he hasn't been in it. No, he was in the Rumble when he debuted. I fake count that. But since he's been AJ Styles in the WWE, he hasn't been in a Rumble. He's been in a title match every time. I'd like to see him do well in a Rumble. Like I said, I had him winning it until the Seth Rollins promo. What was I going to say? I'm not sure where he goes. Because in his 3 years, except for a couple guys, AJ Styles has wrestled everybody.
Yeah.
He's wrestled everybody, save for like a Triple H. Who else hasn't he wrestled? He Triple H and Seth Rollins are the only two guys I can think of that he hasn't wrestled that would like be cool to see. You know, he hasn't been on Raw, so he hasn't fought like Elias. He hasn't fought Bobby Lashley. Who else is left on Raw? Drew McIntyre. That would be really fun to see.
That's fucking tight.
That would be really fun to see Drew McIntyre and AJ Styles. But there's only a select few that he hasn't squared off against. And of course, the Superstar Shakeup isn't going to shake until after WrestleMania. He hasn't had a feud with Randy Orton, which I think would be cool. This new disgruntled veteran Randy Orton.
Maybe that's where we go.
Maybe that's where we go. Maybe that's next.
That'd be fucking tight.
That would be kind of fun. Who else is on SmackDown that he hasn't squared off against? Samoa Joe. He took on Rusev. He took on Nakamura. He took on everybody. He built that house, man. He built the house. I wouldn't mind seeing him and Ray just in a nice babyface battle. That'd be kind of tight. But we'll see where he goes, man. Maybe he takes another break, a little hiatus. He hasn't really been on TV like that anyway.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know, like, I can't remember last year, this season, like, watching, really, like, I don't know, I feel like maybe it's holidays, want to take some time off, maybe, I don't know.
Right, yeah, true enough. I don't know, man. We both got Daniel Bryan winning. They're going to have to book this smartly. I mean, it's AJ Styles, and Daniel Bryan's definitely going to retain. I'm wondering what kind of nefarious means Daniel Bryan takes to keep the title. You notice? You know what AJ Styles' biggest weakness is?
Getting kicked in the nuts.
Getting kicked in the nuts. How does he not have stock in cups? Like, everybody's kicking that man in the nuts, dog.
I mean, like, maybe he kicks Daniel Bryan in the... he's got to kick Daniel Bryan in the nuts. He's got to blast his shit off to Mars, like he did Shinsuke.
Blast his nuts to Mars. Golly, dude. How do we transition from that?
Oh no, man, that was just off the top.
Oh man. So let's go. Let's try to transition. We're down to 2 matches left, man. This one I feel like is still a little bit difficult to call for me as well. I feel like it's one of those situations where the stipulations are there, but they're gonna do something within a week or two that negates any aspect of these stipulations. In a TLC match, we've got LeBron Strowman versus General Manager-elect Baron Corbin.
We didn't even see Braun on Monday.
We did not, as he still recovers from surgery.
So, I mean, like, I was kind of expecting to see him on Monday.
Were you?
Yeah. I mean, like, at least make an appearance.
Maybe even via Titantron, right?
Yeah, something.
Yeah. And that's what makes it difficult for me to call too. I mean, on one hand, there's clearly more story to tell with Baron Corbin as general manager, right?
Yeah, Baron Corbin cost him the fucking title with Crown Jewel.
Right. He cost him, and yeah. So then that's the thing. There's more story to tell with Baron Corbin as general manager, but logic dictates that Baron Corbin murders this dude and goes on to face Brock Lesnar. But I feel like maybe both happens.
Baron Corbin.
What's that?
You said Baron Corbin.
Did I say Baron Corbin? Yeah. But goes on to murk Brock Lesnar, or not murk Brock Lesnar, but Braun Strowman, Baron, Brock, all these goddamn B names. Logic dictates that Braun Strowman murders Baron Corbin and goes on to face Brock Lesnar at the Rumble. But along with, and I tie this to what happened on Monday, along with Dean Ambrose maybe costing Seth Rollins the Intercontinental Championship, maybe Baron Corbin has a hand in it too.
Could be, because I mean, Seth Rollins is talking about Baron Corbin too whenever he's talking all that shit on Monday, basically.
Exactly. And so, before we get into the predictions, tell me what you thought of that promo.
Loved it.
Yeah?
Actually, okay. I'm 50-50 on it, because I loved it, but at the same time, all of us, like, really, like, fans, like, real fucking fans that watch this shit.
Right.
Because you texted me that shit afterwards, and, like, it made all that fucking sense that they're saying all this shit, but they still don't give a fuck. Like, they're letting it be known that we know that they are shitting on us, and they don't even care.
Yeah. Seth Rollins was definitely playing the role of the fans, and Baron Corbin was playing the role of Vince McMahon, right? The thing with it, though, while of course we agreed with what Seth Rollins said, there's a couple things I didn't like about it. I'm 50-50 on it, too. Like, yeah, acknowledge it, whatever. The thing is, for one, Vince McMahon didn't have to make Baron Corbin the scapegoat. And of course, that's only going to translate to certain people who watch the product, me, you. But he made Baron Corbin the scapegoat on television for what Vince decided to do.
And Vince.
Right? Those were all Vince's decisions. He booked the last X amount of weeks of Monday Night Raw, right?
Yeah.
And on top of it, I feel like it was unnecessary. Like, the whole thing was unnecessary. Like, whatever, thanks for acknowledging that Raw has been bad, but you know what you can do instead of doing that promo?
Fix it.
Just make Raw good.
Because, dude, viewership has been going down the fucking drain.
It has. And the only reason that you can be kind of lazy in December with television is that, so there in television, there's what's called a HUT rating. HUT, houses using television, right?
DVR, shit like that.
Well, yeah, we'll go along with that too. The thing is, when it warms up outside, that rating goes down. People are outside enjoying the weather, what have you, which, along with it being WrestleMania season, is another reason why the storylines seem to be better during the springtime. They're fighting against the weather.
Very true.
Whereas September, October, November, December, it's colder outside. People are going to stay inside because they don't want to deal with the weather. So they don't have to give their best creatively to try to lure in more viewers because people are going to be inside anyway.
Definitely putting that on right now.
Right. Right. They're putting that theory to the test. So that's one reason why, I mean, maybe they're not giving their full all as far as the last season's worth of programming, but like, thank you for the apology, I guess, but like, just be better. Just do better.
You didn't take that as an apology, did you?
Apology might be a little strong. I'll say
like,
acknowledgement.
I would take that as like we're gonna try to get better. We're doing our best. Like crying, like I mean not crying because they would never ever cry to have us watch their show.
Vince ain't never crying in the car. No,
they wouldn't cry. They wouldn't cry even if they were fucking about to get canceled. Swear to God.
Yeah. And it is, and I'm glad you brought that up. It's such an anomaly. WWE, and you got to salute Vince and the WWE. Historically, wrestling promotions don't last that long. WCW, when it became WCW in, 1991? WCW only lasted 10 years. And
that's
part
crazy,
of that, yeah, right. And part of that was on the back of a Monday Night War. So from 95, so they lasted 10 years. 6 of those years they were competing with WWE. And maybe 3 of those years they were actually like neck and neck, if not beating them outright. There was an actual war. So WCW only lasted 10 years. The NWA, in all of its various forms, had lasted for however long it's lasted. NWA is still alive now, but it's not the same NWA it was. AWA lasted for however long it lasted. So a salute to Vince for lasting, and whatever narrative they're going to tell, 50 years or whatever the newest DVD is, they've lasted since Vince's father. So they
they obviously doing something right. They're obviously, you know.
They can afford the luxury of bullshitting because they ain't never going nowhere.
How long do you think they're going to try to keep on doing that shit?
I think a lot of things are going to come to fruition. The vision is going to be a lot clearer once this Fox deal starts.
I can see that.
In the sense that, I mean, we've all read reports that Fox wants SmackDown to be more of a sports-oriented show, right?
I mean, it has been considered. I mean, if you compare it to Raw, I think it has.
Absolutely, yeah. Comparatively, it has been more of a more focused, streamlined show, which it has been.
There's a girl I work with, and she never really watches SmackDown because she says she always falls asleep. Well, you gotta fucking watch SmackDown. It's shitting all over Raw. And today she came and was like, I watched SmackDown last night. Oh my God, it's so much better than Raw.
Yeah.
And that's a person that doesn't watch SmackDown every Tuesday,
right?
Like we do. And she said it's shitting all over Raw. I was like, wow.
It is, absolutely. And us saying it out loud actually makes me not nervous, but it leads me to believe that just because SmackDown's going to Fox, right, that it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to change the Raw product. Raw has always been the A show. It's always been Vince's baby more so than SmackDown. It's always been where the big names are, where they're looking to hit as diverse of an audience as possible. So SmackDown had the rap battle. That's not a SmackDown thing. The style of it was not a SmackDown thing. That was a Raw segment. You know what I'm saying?
3-hour shows, yeah.
So it makes me kind of believe that Raw and SmackDown are just going to be those alternatives. Like, if you want this kind of show, the sports-oriented show, go to Fox, watch SmackDown. If you want the carnival roots of wrestling, watch Raw. Yeah.
That was perfect, yeah.
Damn. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. This is tough.
So, yeah.
But to bring it back around, LeBron Strowman versus Baron Corbin, I still haven't decided because I feel like in the end, both things are going to happen. That Baron Corbin will still be GM and that Braun Strowman is going to get that shot at Brock Lesnar regardless.
Yes.
So I guess it's just a matter of how we get there. Stephanie McMahon seemed to be showing slight babyface tendencies near Survivor Series. The way she was kind of putting Baron Corbin's nuts on the fire. Not that they gave a shit about Survivor Series.
They really didn't.
Yeah. We've got the Baron Corbin reign of terror with Drew McIntyre, with Bobby Lashley. Have you made a decision?
Yes.
Okay. We'll count to 3. And we'll let it
One.
loose, man. 1, 2, 3. Baron Corbin. Yeah. That's wild, right?
Shit.
So tell me why you think Braun.
I mean, like, everything you just said, like, it all makes perfect sense, but, like, because they're gonna say fuck all with everything with these stipulations.
Right.
Baron Corbin is still going to be GM. I mean, like, okay, yeah, Braun Strowman wins, and then they try to then the next night on Monday Night Raw, they try to say fuck all that or whatever. Baron Corbin's still GM, the new GM. Yeah. What if Kurt Angle comes back right then and there?
Ooh. You know, that could be cool, but it would be going backwards. Like they already did that, you know.
But there's stipulations, and I mean, but right now, Kurt Angle is just a regular fucking dude, so what he has to say would mean fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, and like they still have to do Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman.
They do.
They do. Still have to do that.
They do. Yes, they do. The reason I chose Baron Corbin, so yeah, it sounds like we're both in agreement that both things are going to happen, right? Baron Corbin will still be GM, and Braun Strowman will get his shot with Brock Lesnar, right? I feel like, especially the way Steph was putting Baron Corbin's nuts on the fire, if Braun were to win that match, I don't think Steph would be as likely to say, hey, Baron Corbin's going to be GM anyway, right?
Yeah,
but
I mean, hope.
Right, you hope, right? Right. But let's say Baron Corbin wins, right? It's a TLC match, which leads it open to shenanigans. He's got his Reign of Terror thing going with Drew McIntyre, with Bobby Lashley. I think that's how he wins. He's going to get a lot of outside help, and he's gonna screw LeBron Strowman to where... What's that?
No, go ahead.
To where Baron Corbin will win the match technically and be general manager, but I think Steph will come out and still give Braun Strowman that match with Brock Lesnar because of how it happened, for one. And for two, she'll give Braun another chance to murk Baron Corbin in like a steel cage or something with no outside interference. Or some shit like if they interfere, they get fired or some shit, right?
Okay. I could agree with that.
Yeah.
But, like, do you think they want to risk fucking that elbow up again?
That's the thing, too. Yeah, that's the thing, too. Because,
I mean, this match, like, the Lesnar and Braun match is going to be huge.
Yeah.
If no fuck-ass GM gets involved.
Yeah. And maybe they find a way to keep him out of that match. I don't know.
We've seen one steel cage match with Brock Lesnar. Yeah, that turned out.
Yeah. Factual. I don't know. If Braun wins, it'll be a quick one. If he loses, he'll get screwed somehow, because theoretically Braun should rip Baron Corbin in half. But I think there are stories to be told on both sides. They see something in Baron Corbin. They do.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever it is.
I mean, I like Baron Corbin more now than I used to.
Really?
Yeah, and it's not his fault for where he's at, I guess. But
You're right.
He's doing it good. He's making all of us fucking hate him.
Yeah. I definitely want him off my TV screen. I did like him a little bit. I did like him more before when he was more of just a wrestler, not that he was going anywhere. But yeah, I can't be mad at the opportunity he's getting.
No, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
It's just, man. Oh, it's definitely fucking. We got some shit coming. Like,
There's some shit coming, man. There's some shit coming. This will be interesting how they play this one out. how they play this one out. What will be very, very, very interesting match I'm definitely looking forward to seeing. The very first ever women's TLC match. It is a triple threat TLC match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. We've got the man, Becky Lynch, defending against Asuka and Charlotte Flair. Talk me through it, Brody.
Man. So you didn't catch SmackDown, did you?
I caught the end of SmackDown.
Oh, that's all you need to see then.
Yep, I did catch the end. I caught most of the Charlotte-Asuka match. My stream wasn't at its best during that time, but I did see the ending. I saw the DQ ending. I saw Becky get involved, and I saw Asuka standing tall.
It was a good match. I really enjoyed that match. And,
I enjoyed what I saw. Yep.
And I didn't really care for Charlotte going crazy again because actually, if she keeps up this crazy shit, I'll be okay with it.
Okay.
But if it's just a one-off thing, like one or two off things, like how it's been like whenever she fought Ronda, then whenever she fought Asuka,
right?
If it's only one or two things, it's like, man, fuck that. It's just like turning heel, and then the next night you're a good guy again.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm not sure. Sorry to cut you off. I'm not sure it's so much of if it's her turning heel as much as it is, and I guess that's a heel tendency. What I was thinking is that maybe once she comes up against competition that's giving her more trouble than she bargained for, she's like, fuck it, give me the kendo stick, give me the bitch.
But that also goes back to what I said earlier, do whatever it takes.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm actually really excited about this match.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to be a very fucking fun one.
Absolutely.
I really don't have too much to say about it.
Yeah.
Just because we've had more of, there's been a little bit of a build between Charlotte and Becky. And then,
since the last match, yeah.
Yeah, since the last match. When was that Battle Royal, like 2 weeks ago?
2 or 3 weeks, yep.
Okay, yeah. So that's when we figured out Asuka was going to be in it. And then they had the match with Charlotte and Asuka on SmackDown. It was a great match. But I think this match is going to be more of a Charlotte and Asuka match than it's going to be... I don't think Becky's going to be involved for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's going to be more of a Charlotte and Asuka match.
Why do you say?
Because it's safe.
Safer for Becky to not be involved?
Yeah.
I hear you. I still haven't chosen as of this very moment because I'm thinking about where they can go with it. I know we've talked about Flair and Rousey. You have it happening at the Rumble. I have it happening at Mania. And there's still ways they can get to it. Even if, let's say, Becky wins and Charlotte wins the Rumble. Maybe she wins the Rumble and challenges Ronda Rousey and goes to Raw. Maybe Charlotte Flair wins this match and they do champion versus champion at the Rumble or at WrestleMania. Maybe Becky wins this match, and I don't see Nia Jax winning another Battle Royal, so I don't see her winning the Rumble. But maybe Becky loses this match and finds a way to get her vengeance on Nia Jax. I don't know if you noticed, I've completely ruled out Asuka winning this match. I don't see her winning this match. I could even see, I could see the Charlotte Flair Asuka issue continuing. The thing with that, though, is that we know Flair is going to be in is going to be in a marquee match with Ronda Rousey. So it kind of foreshadows that even if this issue continues, that Asuka is going to come up on the losing end again, which I don't necessarily like.
But we should still get Becky versus Ronda.
I think we should get it. I don't think we will, though.
Yeah, no, yeah, that was big.
Nia Jax messed that up for everybody. And so,
fucking
yeah,
Nia.
Yeah, right. messed it up for everybody. So when Charlotte, I just thought of another idea.
Speak it.
I'll get there in a second. But when Charlotte got involved with the Charlotte Ronda Rousey match, I think they were like, okay. What's that?
You said when Charlotte got involved in the
Charlotte. I know. I did. I just didn't correct it. But when Charlotte got involved and got put into that match, I think they had to correct their stream, and they knew they were going to use this to build to WrestleMania. And that kind of cut Becky out to me. The thought I just had, though, is that maybe the man wins this match, and we get Ronda versus Becky at the Rumble.
I love it.
And then Charlotte maybe wins the Rumble and goes on to face, instead of facing Becky, she faces Ronda Rousey.
I'm calling that right now, yeah. I like your idea, amigo.
Yeah, man, I'm just brainstorming, throwing something up against the wall, man. It's got to be better than whatever creative meetings they got going on lately.
Great line.
Yeah. And so in that sense, maybe we get Becky going into WrestleMania as SmackDown Women's Champ. She can take on Nia Jax in not as a high-level marquee match, but still a match that needs to happen for the title.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
And then we can still get... And, that also frees up Charlotte to do whatever she has to do with Asuka, even if she wins the Rumble. I hate that Asuka still feels like she's going to be the odd man out, especially to Charlotte Flair, to Charlotte Reigns.
Asuka's getting pinned on Sunday.
What's the TLC match? So are they going to be... They have to reach for the title, right? The title's going to be hanging from the rafters. But see, I don't know either, because they have them both ways. Because the TLC match on Raw, Seth Rollins had to grab the belt, right?
Yeah.
But Baron Corbin and Braun Strowman, I believe, is going to be a pinfall.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. They didn't specify. Ain't that some shit? They didn't specify. They got us. And we won't know. Damn, and we won't know. And you know what? And that counts. That matters because...
Oh, yeah.
Like, you can book around that. The way to win the match. Damn, dog. Damn. You know what? Because I don't think there are going to be any credible challenges for Ronda Rousey. Even though I'm just throwing them against the wall. Once she gets done with Nia Jax, she's ran through everybody on Raw. She's never fought. She's never faced Sasha Banks. I don't think we're going to get that match anytime soon. Sasha and Bayley are
saying?
Ooh. What if they finally do the Natalya heel turn and pull the trigger on that for the Rumble?
I'd be all for it.
Like, Natalya gets her vengeance over Ruby Riott, and Ronda Rousey tries to be her friend, and then it was like, nah, fuck that. Where was you at when them bitch was talking about my daddy?
Ooh, yep. Bingo.
Which totally throws my... Well, rub my beard.
Rub my chin whiskers.
Rub my chin whiskers. Oh, man, that's tough. You know what? I think it would be a goddamn shame if they were to take the title off of Becky Lynch so soon.
Oh, yeah. I do have to, like, everybody loves Becky Lynch now.
Dude, she's never been hotter.
No.
Never been hotter. And I think it would be great promo fodder for her to say she overcame Charlotte, who got another opportunity for no reason, and Asuka at the same time after she got her face broken. I'm going with Becky Lynch.
Smart man. That's who I'm going with as well.
That makes two. I know I took the long way to get there. You was over there just kicking it. I was out here.
No, it's fine. No, I loved all the ideas, man. That's what it's all about.
I was out here wasting gas, but I took the scenic route. There's a lot of sights to see.
I'm going with Becky on this one.
Yeah. The man, Becky Lynch. Yeah, I feel good about it. I definitely considered the Charlotte reign once more. We never got a true end to the Charlotte Naomi feud. There's still stuff they can do with Charlotte and Asuka, but I think the man gets to reign for at least a little bit longer.
She deserves it.
She does, man. She does, and I think
everything, dude. Nobody is going to forget when they invaded Raw, and she was standing in the fucking stands, bloodied the fuck up.
Bro, that is a sight. That is a career highlight right there.
Nobody will ever fucking forget that.
Bruh, that's Braveheart.
Yeah, fucking A. Fuck yeah.
Braveheart Becky Lynch, B.
Man.
We might have a new nickname. We might have just christened it.
Yeah, we did. I think
Braveheart Becky Lynch. Damn,
that's
dude.
Fucking A.
That's fire. Yeah. Nobody will forget that. That's a hell of a sight, man. Hell of a sight.
I guess she was just asking for more. Like, come on, like,
give me some more. I love the taste of my own blood.
Like, okay, yo, you've seen Fight Club?
Yeah.
Like, that's like whenever that dude that owns the bar comes downstairs and they fucking smoke Brad Pitt and busts his fucking face open, and he crawls on top of that dude just bleeding all over him. Like, what are you talking about? Like, yo, that's that.
That's facts, man. That is super facts. Super facts, man. We always seem to have a way to build these shows way better than the guys who get paid to build these shows.
Yo, did you see that shit they were talking about today? Like, they were talking shit to the like, they weren't talking shit, but it was just on Twitter talking about like how bad Raw has been.
Nuh-uh.
And yeah, it's on 4-1. You can check it out.
It's been rough.
Yeah, it's been really rough, and
it's been rough.
It's been pretty rough. But like,
can't deny that.
Man, I mean, yeah, it seems like it would be an easy job to write these shows, but not our shows, but like the Raw and SmackDown and shit like that.
And I'm sure it is difficult, but yeah.
But I mean, fuck, dude, it's kind of hard for them to say that when SmackDown is fucking killing it.
This is true. And
Raw has just been fucking spinning tires.
But you know what I believe to be true, though? And we keep talking about how Raw is the A show, SmackDown isn't. I think Vince has a lot more of a hand on Raw than he does on SmackDown.
He needs to let up a bit.
Let up a little bit. 'Cause I believe Raw has a lot more of Vince's vision for what he thinks is most entertaining, what he thinks is most funny. Whereas SmackDown, I don't believe Vince even goes to most SmackDowns.
Wouldn't surprise me if he didn't.
So I think Raw has a lot more of Vince's fingerprints on it. I'm not gonna call that man out of touch. That's my uncle. But I mean,
yeah. But
we gotta.
You can still get pissed at your uncle every once in a while.
I'm saying, man, if he had, you know what I'm saying, he had the family gatherings fucking up. How much that shit you gonna let slide? It's Christmas.
Man, I've already been to 3 Thanksgivings and they've been fucked up. So I mean,
I'm saying, bro, you know what I'm saying? You got a history. How come every Thanksgiving you starting food fights? You know what I'm saying? Every Thanksgiving, dog. Man, that's wild, man. I like the cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
Damn.
The cheese ball.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. Damn. It's my sweet potato pie.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's crazy, man. You eat sweet potato pie or you eat pumpkin pie? Be honest. Neither. Oh, you know what? I respect that more than if you would have said pumpkin pie.
Neither, man. like cherry pie. My mom makes a dank cherry pie.
Word.
And that's really all the desserts we have. Because, I mean, like, yeah. This year we did Thanksgiving at the crib, just the 3 of us.
Yeah.
It's tight.
That's what's up. Yeah. That's dope, man. That's dope. No, I'm glad you didn't say pumpkin pie. This might have been our last show.
Yo, I'm starting to get worried with my dad, man. I bought like an assortment of like those Ghirardelli chocolates or whatever.
Yeah.
One of them was like a pumpkin spice caramel. This
Oh.
motherfucker said he wanted those for Christmas. I said, what?
What? You know what's wild? You know what? The caramel part, I can that definitely saves it.
I mean, like no lie, like they were pretty good. They were decent.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't not eat one. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. If it was just pumpkin spice, I don't know, but the caramel that kind of saves it. That puts it over the top for me.
The caramel. That's always a plus.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for caramel. I can't lie. Golly, dude. Well, you know, man, we made it through another one, man. Episode 24. We do this every time, dog. We SpongeBob memed each other this morning, talking about how this might be a.
I thought you were sending me the fucking. How about we do it? That's my one.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We always we at the beginning thinking about the show like, dude, this might be a hard one. Never based on us. Right, you know what I'm saying? Never based on us, but based on what we've been presented. We're like, oh, this might be a hard one. But damn it, man, if we don't come through every time, we done came through, bro. 24 episodes straight. We done made lemonade out the lemons. We done made the chicken salad. Yeah, I mean.
12 fits.
So, you say what?
12 fits.
I mean, 12 fifths. No doubt, man. So, I'm sure we'll go. I'm sure me and you will link up for Skype on check out the TLC show live. Looking at the card on paper, man, I was already kind of looking forward to it. Just, the stories behind it were a little rough. Some were a little rougher than others. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it comes together, man. We'll also see how well we did as far as our predictions. I'm looking at the list now. We split 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out of 12 matches, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, okay, we split on 4 of them.
I hope y'all are happy.
Giving the people what they want, man. Dissension. They want more disagreements, goddammit. Chock full. We disagreed on a third of the card, goddammit. You put it that way. No doubt, man. But it should be a good show, man. I'm looking forward to checking it out with you, Brody. This has been another episode of The Hard Camera. Big Ren, tell them, the people, the listeners, the loyal listeners, how they can reach you on the social medias, dog.
All right, yeah. You guys want to follow me on the social medias? You can find me on Instagram at @motherfucker. Oh. Then you can find me on Snapchat at MoffedUp316.
Yes, sir.
You can also find me on Twitter at King Moff. Dig it.
Dig it. You can find your boy Juve on Twitter at Juvie Desayuno. JUVIDSAYUNO. Check me out on Instagrams. Same @name, Juvie Desayuno, JUVIDSAYUNO. I'm on a quest to get this follower rating up, man. I know people are kind of set in their social media ways, man, but I'm some kind of entertaining. I hope. I'm biased though. I've had the Instagrams for a little under 2 months, man. We slowly but surely building up. So hit me over there, man. See what I be into. Check out the crack Twitter staff at Mixcloud Juvie. They'll give you the live coverage, the witticisms, the what have you, the what not, and the this, that, and the third. Check out Facebook.com/Juve to get a little bit more insight as to who I am as a man behind this microphone. Dog, we made it through another one, man. It's been a great one. Yee. We will see y'all next week with the recap. It'll be episode 25. We just hitting milestones on milestones on milestones.
Goddamn right.
Enjoy TLC, man. Tell your friends about the hard camera. Until next time, we'll see y'all later, dog.
Adios, amigos.
Salute.